In today's lesson, we shall be learning how to solve simultaneous linear equation using substitution method. Well, this can be labeled as equation 1. This is equation 2. All right. Okay, so from equation 2, x will be made subject of the formula by moving minus y to the other side, to the right hand side, of course. So it becomes and this becomes equation 3. All right. So we are going to be putting equation 3 into equation 1. So wherever you see x, we put 1 plus y. So we have it as open bracket 1 plus y equals to 3. All right. So we expand this bracket. Of course, you have 1 plus y, doesn't really have any challenge, equals to 3. Next thing to do is to collect like terms. Y and y are like terms, 1 and 3 are like terms. Now plus y will give you plus 2y equals to 3. All right, you can go ahead and collect like terms again. The 1 can go over to the right hand side, so we have 2y equal to 3 minus 1. Of course, 2y will be equal to 2. And from what we know about equation, 2 times what will give you 2. Y has to be equal to 1. That's how we find the value of y. Now to find x, we are going to be substituting the value of y equals to 1 into any of the equation, either equation 1 or equation 2. Let's use equation 1 for example. Equation 1 is x plus y equals to 3. Don't forget. So if our y is equal to 1, our x plus 1 is equal to 3. And of course, from what we know about equation, our x has to be equal to 2 because it's 2 plus 1 that will give you 3. So that's how we solve simultaneous linear equation by substitution method. Like we did before, all we need to do is to choose the variable we want to make subject of the formula, make it subject of the formula, substitute into the next equation and simplify. Having found the first variable, you substitute into the second, any of the equation of your choice to find the next variable. And to be sure that we are correct, we found out that our y was equal to 1 and our x now is equal to 2. If you do our checking, find out that 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Okay, and also 2 minus 1 will give you 1. So the values have satisfied the two equations given to us. That means that the values for x and y, they are correct. So that's how we solve simultaneous linear equation using substitution method. Well, let's have another problem. Let's say we have, well, like this one. To solve this one, I don't know whether you can guess what two numbers will you multiply by 2 and add to another one that will give you 4, and also sum that will give you 3. Let's figure it out using substitution method like we said before. In equation 2, let's make y subject of the formula. I like to make y subject of the formula. So y will be equal to 3 minus x. All right, so that gives us equation 3. All right, so we are putting equation 3 into equation 1 because we took equation 3 from equation 2. So we will put it into equation 1. All right. So we now have 2x plus, wherever you see y, we put 3 minus x and is equal to 4. All right. So on this note, we have 2x plus. If you expand this bracket, plus times plus here will give you plus. 1 times 3 will give you 3. Plus times minus here will give you minus. The 1, which is the coefficient of this bracket, times x will give you x equals to 4. Next thing to do is to collect like terms. We can rearrange this first by writing as 2x minus x equals to the plus 3 can go over to the right hand side and it becomes 4 minus 3. All right, 4 minus 3. Then 2x minus x will give you x equals to 4 minus 3 will give you 1. So this is the value of x. All right, let's find y now by substituting this x equal to 1 into any of the equation 1 or equation 2. But I would prefer we use equation 3 because equation 3 is the best equation. Why? Because in equation 3, y is made subject of the formula already. So let's go for equation 3. Equation 3 is giving us y equals to 3 minus x. You can see that. So when x is equal to 1, we substitute our 1 for x. So y will be equal to 3 minus 1. If you expand this bracket, it does not change anything. Y will be equal to 2. So finally, we have noticed that our x is equal to 1 and our y is equal to 2.